Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the club brief for the Lasham gliding today, 20th of August, 2024. So, the synoptic situation as of last night, you probably heard a lot of rain coming through. It's all associated with this low pressure just to the northwest of Ireland. It's got a lot of fronts on it, and as you can see, there's this cold front here. So this will be like last night. If I run it through to midday today, this cold front is a weakening affair, and it should be through us by midday, leaving it as very fresh, unstable, westerly airflow. A couple of troughs to worry about up north, but we should be fine where we are down south. Spot winds today are indicating 260.25 at height, 290.20 a little bit further south. And here's the cloud radar today. So you can see that's the occluded front on the right, and here's a weakening cold front that's coming through behind it. And then after that, we're in some pretty clear air. That's what we in the competition we're making the most of today. So the rain then, there's some rain associated with that weakening cold front. That's this one here. And we will get a bit of rain come through. And after that, it should be nice and clear. If you look at the predicted rain forecast, so this is at 10 o'clock today, and here's the rain associated with that weakening cold front. And that's going to shoot through us, according to this, it's going to shoot through us around about 10 o'clock. And then this afternoon, we should be in a nice, fresh westerly airflow, relatively shower free by the looks of it, even right on into this evening. Local forecast then is giving sunshine, a little bit of rain, which we've mentioned earlier, about 11 o'clock. Otherwise, a nice day, sunshine and clouds, maybe even turning blue according to the local forecast. And it may happen, but I think we're going to have cumulus throughout the day. Max temperature today at Odium at Lasham 20 degrees, feeling more like 15 with the winds. So we've got a fresh sort of westerly breeze with gusts of 31 knots later on. So that's what we need to be careful of, especially when it comes to ground handling. Okay, GFS is indicating a max temperature today of 22 degrees and a dew point down at 9. If you're outside the window, um, I'll just refresh that quickly. So you can see a little bit of strata Q starting to form low down. That's just the moisture in the ground that's burning off with the heat. This is probably the very, very beginnings of that second front that's going to shoot through us in an hour or so. Okay, temperature at Lasham at the moment is 15.7. It's very reluctant to. It's been coming down all morning, but it's just started now to change and started to rise. So temperature of 15 degrees, dew point down at 13. If we look at the winds are slowly coming down, but as the front comes through, they're going to increase quite rapidly again. Okay, Dave Mass is indicating this afternoon. It's going to be quite windy, we know that, but we should get inversion rising to 4,000 feet, maybe 5,000 foot later afternoon. Um, Best areas further west, and somewhere like Nymphsfield might have good conditions from about 1 o'clock onwards. But getting away from Lasham might be a problem. Okay, so Odium is indicating at the moment 10 knots from the southwest, a few clouds of 800 feet. Well, that's associated with the front. And if I run through their TAF, scattered clouds at 3,500 feet later. So that's the cue that we're going to get with a small probability of between 8 and 1 o'clock today, scattered cloud at 2,000 feet, and a 30% probability between 11 and 2 o'clock, 7K fizz and light rain showers. And that's all to do with that front. Wind 50 knots from the west with gusts of up to 26. And if I run Farnborough is very similar, 12 knots from the southwest actual at the moment, few at 900, scattered at 1800. But if I run through the TAF, again, 9 knots from the southwest, scattered cloud at 2.5. But between 7 and 8, broken clouds at 500 feet, which is probably what we've got out there now. Possible light drizzle and rain, becoming between 8 and 10 knots from the west, with a 30% probability between 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock, 50 knots from the west, gusts of 25, and 8,000 meters light rain showers. Top Meteo is indicating a possible opportunity for a little bit of local soaring between here and sort of East Anglia. And then maybe further into Linfield, as indicated by Dave a bit later on, if we can get away northwest against this wind. This wind is going to be a problem. It's going to be quite strong. So this is the 11 o'clock um, thermal prediction. So we're still here, just going to run through the very edge of that second shower on that weakening cold front. But after that, that's going to die out, and we're going to have thermals here, cumulus here, to around about 3,400 feet, 3,300 feet thereabouts by about 1 o'clock local. And then that's going to just improve as the afternoon goes on. A couple of blue patches indicating here, but the thermals are still going to be going to 5,500 feet thereabouts. And if I can run that all the way forward, this is 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, still got 5,500 foot cloud base. And I run it one more up until 6 p.m. this evening. The queue is sort of dispersing slowly, but it's still indicating it would be soarable underneath to about 4,000 feet. SkySight is indicating a very similar area for any possible cross country. Certainly up away to the northwest would be good. But if I look at the cross section for Point Forecastle here, we can see that this low cloud is going to burn away when the front comes through. So they're talking around about 12 o'clock. Okay, here's the front coming through. But after that, pretty strong thermals, 4.5, 5 knot thermals to 4,500 feet. So we should have a reasonably good afternoon. Just a word of caution, though, is really about the winds. 256, 260 degrees thereabouts, gusting 20, 22 knots. They're indicating a bit later. On the NOTAM side, then, local NOTAMs, we've got the usual, get down to the right page. We've got us at 22. We've got Barton Stacey at 19, which is a live firing. 24, the Bulford Danger area is going to be active this evening, so I don't think it's for us to worry about. 26 is Uphaven telephone change. 25 is Ash Ranges, Danger Area 132. It's open all day. 31 is Otmore, live firing up there, and 35 is sports. So operationally today, then, obviously we've got the regional comps on. There'll be a slow start. Wait for the second front to pass. After that, we should have good Q base, 3.5, maybe even 4,000 foot afterwards. There's going to be a fresh west northwesterly wind all day. Be careful with the gusts in the afternoon. Could be up to 30 knots or so. So be careful on the ground handling. We're going to set up on the 2-7 comp operation. The launch point vehicle is out there already. If the comp scrubs, if the comp scrubs will move to the normal 2-7 operation with winching also and special rate air tows only. We need to be winch current to receive special rates unless we get the winch out later on today. Okay, 4K21's available all day, one on the trial flights, one on the booking system with Mark Davenport instructing, not SUSMark. 3K21s and remaining 3K13s and remaining K21s available. All non-comp single seaters are free. And reminder, please, about the buggies, only riding in the front. Okay, and here's a look at the booking system. Mark Davenport, got Hugo and John Makaleli today. All the discuses are all at various comps. All the other single seaters are free. Got a K21 booked for casual flying and K20, well, it says K13 for trial flight. We're going to use a K21 today. Okay, so here's the setup then. Operation, fairly normal club operation on the north side. Comp grid is going to be on runway 27. It's going to be a very fresh westerly breeze. Reminder then, so all club operations, that is even private owners operating from the club launch point to end up doing a right-hand circuit landing on 27 north. Anything south of the runway or the buffer zone is for the competition. And if I show the next slide, this sort of helps a little bit more. We're going to be operating off the north-hand side on Aerotow. North circuits, please, onto runway 27. I haven't had it confirmed yet, but the likelihood is with the wind strength, the competition will be returning probably from the north and then landing long on either 27 tarmac, 27 grass centre, and I don't think they'll be using grass south today. But in a nutshell, all our operations is to the north of this red buffer zone. All the comp operations will be to the south. Any queries or questions about that, just come and see me out at the launch point. Okay, well, we'll get the gliders out and de-eyed. There might be a little bit of rain as this second cold front goes through to the weakening affair, and we'll get some flying after that. I'll see you later. Bye.